told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, D Ford, picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
64, weak.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Defense, keep it up, guys.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
11.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
At the 41-yard line.
Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Garoppolo to throw, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tony Jefferson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Mike 57. Watch the out.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Take it at the 37. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Breida. Avoids him at the 40. Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 76 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29, Jackson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson forced out to his left. And an alley to run. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 47 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he's in for the 49ers score.
Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
On the set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson, he's going to take off with it. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st down, here's Breida. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Man open, it's Goodwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, gun.
57 to Mike. Let's go. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Garoppolo gives you Breida. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go. Wait, 21.
57
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us.